Live from New York City,
It's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, it's hot topics you want and hot topics you'll get.
Wendy's sounding off on all the juiciest.
Plus, is Khloe Kardashian caught in a love triangle? Will Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux ever make it down?
Oh God, skip all this bullshit.
All right, so now look. So the Beehive needs a life. I am sorry. What is, we're fans of Beyonce. People love Beyonce, but Beehives, they're the super fans, the ones that don't have a life. It almost seems without Beyonce saying the life you should live. So they're on attack because Beyonce promised to make a huge announcement on Good Morning America yesterday. Take a look at the dramatic ad and then we'll talk.
Beyonce
has something amazing she wants you to know.
This is something I have to share with everyone.
So what is it? You're gonna love it. Tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Okay, so I saw the ad. I didn't know what it was. I said maybe, well, she's pregnant. I know you might have been thinking the same thing. Or maybe she has a new album coming out, right? Or maybe she's going on world tour. But no, as we know now, the announcement is a 21-day vegan diet.
Look at the reaction of the crowd. They're like, oh my God, no. 21 days eating plants. What? You mean she's not gonna be eating periods and pus and the flesh of cut up, dismembered, tortured animals? Crazy.
I must say, my Hot Topics team, they follow Beyonce on social media, and there were a lot of her beehives saying, wait a minute, we took off from school? No, really, this is what people do. We took off from school for this announcement. We arrived late to work, even my own hot...
Hold the fuck up. Okay, we took off from school, we arrived late to work, we got out of bed early in the morning. First of all, nobody told your stupid ass to get out of bed early in the morning. Nobody told your stupid ass to stay home as opposed to going to school and getting your education and staying home just to watch Beyonce. Anything that Beyonce had to say, you could have learned later on or during school time or during school breaks or even during your breaks at work. I don't understand why people are taking off from school and from work or getting to work late or having all of these inconveniences that you brought upon yourselves just because you wanted to stay home because of Beyonce, just because of something Beyonce had to say. Are you serious? And then you're going to get mad at Beyonce? You're going to get mad at Beyonce because you took off from work or school. And you're mad at Beyonce because of the news that you didn't want to hear? Okay.
Anyway, look, all 8 of them delayed morning meeting to watch. I'm like, where is everybody? Where is everybody? They're like, they're watching Beyonce. So they were disappointed. I guess you were disappointed. I wasn't disappointed. They were disappointed. I guess you were disappointed.
Oops. Scratch your ass and get glad.
First of all, this is not Beyonce's fault, okay? This is the fault of my friends at Good Morning America. However, to know TV and even radio, the art of the tease is everything. You want to tease the heck out of something so everybody is watching. Unfortunately, in the media, that's what we do. And Beyonce is powerful enough, though, that her team should have been the people who gave the final thumbs up on the tease. Now, maybe they were, and maybe they were fine with this deceptive tease. Personally speaking,
Deceptive? How was it deceptive? How was it deceptive? Because it wasn't what you wanted to hear? So because it wasn't the news that you wanted to hear, whether it was an album that was going to come out or whether she was going to be touring all over the country. First of all, how do you guys expect Beyonce to have the energy to get on stage and sing and dance and perform and do all these crazy theatrical things and remember all of these dance steps, all of these lyrics? It's just too much. And then she have to be in these heels and it's really too much. How do you expect her to be Superwoman on stage but then be undercarbed and promote an unhealthy lifestyle? You can't have the best of both worlds. You can't eat everything that you want, and you can't expect people to not speak up about issues that need to be spoken up about, which is health, which is really fucking important. Just because health is not important to you doesn't mean that it's not important in general. And so just because it wasn't what you wanted to hear doesn't mean that it was deceptive. Wendy Williams, shut up.
Ultimately speaking, Beyonce is just the artist. No matter what you might think, don't be mad at Beyonce, be mad at Good Morning America and maybe Beyonce's.
Why are we mad at anybody? What is there to be mad about? What? Don't be mad at Beyonce, be mad at Good Morning America. Why? Why? Because they're showcasting or broadcasting, whatever it is, Beyonce eating plant foods for 22 days. So now we have to be mad at someone? Shut up! Shut up!
And maybe Beyonce's team who might have sanctioned this promo. You know what I'm saying? And as far as a vegan diet, you know, that's where you don't eat.
It's not a diet. Oh, continue.
You know, that's where you don't eat the meat. You don't eat anything with a mother. And googly eyes. Never
girl,
in my life.
Googly eyes. Don't even talk, girl.
This is water, not tea. I would love a pork chop to use as a stirrer. Her Beehive fans were calling out, well, wait a minute, you're the ambassador of Popeye's fried chicken. Like, you've got a gold card. You ate, and they've shown several pictures of Beyonce, you know, eating regular food like cheeseburgers and steak and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, she said a 22 or 21 day cleanse. She didn't say a way of life. When my 30 days is...
She's right. She is right. Beyonce is not vegan, and I just wanted to make that clear. I don't think that Beyonce is vegan, and I know that she's not vegan. So Wendy Williams, she actually did a good job at making that clear. It's not a lifestyle. It's not something that she's trying to adopt for the rest of her life. She's just doing it for 22 days, and then after that, she's probably going to go back to eating a standard American diet, unfortunately. Hopefully, I was hoping that Beyonce would have stuck to it, but we can only hope for the best and see the good in people and praise them for at least trying.
I had walnuts and kale for breakfast. And no, hot sauce is not part of the diet.
Really? Walnuts and kale? Really? You can't just like easily just start to throw a few bananas inside of a blender, pop some delicious, nutritious strawberries, some blueberries inside there, and just called it a day? Like, you couldn't do that for a morning breakfast? Like, the only thing you thought to eat was walnuts and kale. But vegans eat grass.
Every once in a while, though, you guys, it is good to press the reset button on your body. Whether it's that you're dieting or you're just totally juicing or you're cleansing, every once in a while. And then when you go back to your regular life, you never really fully go back. There are always things that you learn from your cleanse that, so I don't mind that Beyonce teaches.
I agree with her on that. Like, you learn new things, you include new things, and the more you're open to new things, you're gonna learn and you're gonna add things to your palate that you never knew existed before. And of course, life is all about progressing and moving forward, not necessarily backtracking. So she is very right about that. So as annoying as Wendy Williams is, she does have a lot of key points that she's hitting. So kudos to you on that.
I don't mind that Beyonce teased us like this. I'm not a beehive, nor, you know, do I care about her delivery service for vegan food.
Vegan food, vegan bananas, vegan apples, vegan pears, vegan strawberries, vegan food. Gross.
Okay, clap if you're over it.
So Beyonce's not vegan and neither is Wendy Williams, but they're both human beings who are trying, and I appreciate that very much. So this was just my review on the Wendy Williams Show on Beyonce's 22-day cleanse, vegan cleanse crap. Okay, so bye-bye.
You know, I must say that I have not
really given fur any thought for a good 7 years. Well, I don't really think that fur is first of all, the mark of success anymore. As a decent person with compassion, it just seems like the right thing to support. What I would have to say to people who currently wear furs is softly suggest to keep your mind open and do your research.